Fellas, let's get into the fourth quarter. Last topic of tonight, man. I want to talk about my Lakers right now. They are playing. They are down by 5 and about 20 seconds left to go in the third. They down to Philly at home, 86-81. My Lakers are about two and a half games. I think out of like the sixth seed, the eighth seed, or something like that. Like surprisingly enough, the Lakers are still in it at this point. A lot of basketball to go. Rashid, I'll start with you. Basically, will the Lakers make the playoffs? Let's start off right there. Let's get right to it.
No.
He said yes. He said no. Yo, Amanda said no right away.
Yeah, they were 13. Well, Barrick and I was just talking about this before we came on, man. We were talking about this for like 10 minutes, and Barrick is actually just trying to find something, an anchor that he can probably. I mean, right now they're like in the deepest part of the ocean with a 20-foot anchor, man. You know. So
wow, that's something. That's something. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I mean, Lakers right now currently holding the 13th seed, and they're 10.5 out. So 10.5 out is not too bad. But listen, considering the way the Nuggets have been, they coming on, the Grizzlies been up and down, Pelicans were up and down, but there's still an opportunity to get from 13 into the play-in tournament because that's going to be the realistic goal. I don't think.
Yeah, I was about to say no one cares about trying to be number one seed or trying to match up.
Exactly.
We don't care about all that. We just want to play. We just want to get.
Well, all right. What we got to do? We got to do a separate video on this. We got to analyze we got to look at the remaining schedule. Look at Anthony Davis and see where he's going to be health wise. Dennis Schroeder, what the hell happened to him? Because I know like 4 or 5 years ago, he was wreaking havoc on opposing point guards.
What the hell happened to Ben Simmons? What are you talking about, Rashid? How dare you?
Ben Simmons is a 3-time All-Star, man. 3-time All-Star. What's up with Dennis
putting
Schroeder?
Up 0 points. I don't see Dennis Schroeder putting up 0 points.
Let's stay on topic. The Lakers, man. You're Lakers. My battery died on this camera. I have to change it, but
so good.
You're Lakers, man. Don't try to deviate from this 7. I don't want to hear that, man. No. The spotlight's on you now, man. It's on you.
I'll fall back. That's a fact. Let me tell y'all something.
All right, so again, we got to look at the Lakers' remaining schedule. See when Anthony Davis how he's gonna look, and then again, there's going to be a psychological component to Anthony Davis because like every year he gets hurt, and it seems like in the lower extremities, and you don't want Anthony, you want him to play like instinctual basketball. You don't want him overthinking. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get hurt. And so, I mean, he has to get over that psychological barrier there, which actually holds a lot of players back who gets injured frequently like this.
Yep.
So that's the main thing. I mean, Anthony Davis, can he, like I said, he's going to be hesitant. He's going to overthink things because he got hurt. And, I don't know if he's going to want to play in a crowd. That's the main thing. I mean, he was doing well. And so, I don't know. He has to, like I said that, I think Barrick and I, we were talking about this about a couple of months ago. He looks too heavy. He needs to be slimmer, You look at Nicholas Claxton, you see how slim he is. Because he got to stay with these guys. Like if he gets switched on to a guard.
I thought we were sticking to the topic.
No, I'm just saying in terms of the build, though, he looks too heavy. He looks.
Why are we talking about AD? Why are we not talking about LeBron James and Russell Westbrook? Why are we not talking about the guys that are actually playing? You're talking about a guy who, in my opinion,
what I said was we got to look at their remaining schedule. We got.
It doesn't matter. AD to me is irrelevant this regular season. They don't need him this regular season.
Hold on. Let me see what.
Right now the thing is with the Lakers, the only thing you can say is right now their conference record is what's more important. You're playing the majority of games in the conference. They're 8-15. They got to get better within the conference. That will get them back in the running. That will get them back.
The West is weak. I'm not sold on the Western Conference like it used to be, so I'm good with that.
Nah, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, the Timberwolves are falling, but for the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Kings, the Sabonis kid is tough, man. You watch him play, he's tough.
I'm
not just saying the Sacramento Kings are pretty good, man.
Not worried about them. The only team we worried about is Golden State. That's it. It's the only team.
Barrick, hold on, man. You just look at them. I'm
here.
They can make a little resurgence over here, man. If AD
Who we talking about?
The Lakers.
Thank you. I need you to tell the people. I need you to say it. Which
No,
is
no, that's what I'm saying. We got to do. We got to get together again, and we got to look at the remaining schedule, and then we also got to look at when AD is going to come back. You know, I don't know when his timeline is actually due back, but we got to see when he's due back. But they're 19 and 23. You know, they're like 5 games back.
Yeah, but they are. They're right now. You look at where they are from the what's the play-in tournament from the 6th seed to the 8th seed?
7 through 10.
8 through 10. 8 through 7 through 10.
7 to 10. So they're 2 games out from the Phoenix Suns right now.
And the Phoenix Suns got Devin Booker, like he's hurt. He's gonna be out another 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm the Lakers.
He was playing Phoenix. Come on, man. Maybe we watching. You know, I got to get a new TV. I got to get another TV because Phoenix to me ain't been no threat all season. And
well, Devin Booker's out. Chris Paul got hurt.
What?
There's a whole Jay Crowder situation. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, man.
Seven, listen, they gotta do better within their conference. That's what they gotta play better within the conference, and the conference is not that over dominant.
Listen,
they can get back in this.
I think they can make the 10th seed. I mean the ninth or 10th seed. Anything can happen in the playoff tournament. You know, anything can happen in the playing tournament.
I'm not gonna let y'all do this. I'm not gonna let y'all do this.
Wait, hold on. All right, you know what, Seven? This is your show. I'm gonna let you talk.
No. This is the people show, man. But see, I gotta talk to the bosses, man. This is the people show. This is your show. This is our show. But I gotta talk to the bosses about this, man. This is blasphemous, man. No one would have thought, with everything that LA has went through, nobody would have thought that we would even be having a conversation even now about them having a chance to make some type of postseason presence. Like, I'm watching these guys right now, tied up with Philly in the 4th quarter without this AD guy that you mentioning. The Lakers.
You're gonna need AD, Seven.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
You're not gonna need AD this regular season. You're not.
Eric, what you actually think about that? Am I smoking something or what, man?
What do you think about AD coming back?
It doesn't say. What's his timetable? What's his timetable on his return? Another couple of weeks? I mean, right now, they're not doing too bad without him. I mean, right now, who's doing most of the point production right now? Is LeBron James, and then he's getting help from Thomas Bryant, Troy Brown Jr. You know, he's got Russell Westbrook is dropping 18. There's your 6-man award winner.
Guys are stepping up.
That's
Same thing that Rashid refuses to put accountability on Ben Simmons. Them guys in LA is doing that. They doing that.
Yo, does the Lakers have Scottie Pippen on their roster? They got Scottie Pippen Jr. on their roster?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why is he not getting any burn? Is he not? He's not on the playing roster, or he's just sitting there, or is he injured?
Well, I don't. What position he played? 3.
Because I'm just wondering. You got a lot of players on this roster that you can add on and give them minutes, energy on each floor. You can close out, and I mean, I don't know what's going to do point production wise, but you got to give LeBron some help. I mean, he's down there 39 down there. This guy's playing out of his mind. I mean, you got to give LeBron his credit, but he's getting some help from other players. But Russell Westbrook, I think the best thing is putting Russell Westbrook on the bench. That probably saved the season. That probably saved the season for them.
You need somebody to run the second unit. You need
that's Russell. Guard. That's Russell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you need a point guard. And everybody was looking at it as a demotion. Like, no, unless they can get a good qualified backup point guard, a serviceable backup point guard, then you need somebody to run the offense for that second unit and get guys into good position. Wow.
Well, I think at the end of the day, when I look at the trajectory of the Lakers, man, I do think they can make the play-in tournament. I know they don't have a position where they're not going to be healthy enough to do that. But I tell you something, you need to hope that LeBron stays relatively healthy for the remainder of the season, for the most part.
Or that he don't burn
hopefully that will be the case.
Trying to get that record.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Barrick made an excellent point too, man. The young guys at least needs to go out there, scrap, play hard, and try to keep the Lakers, within like. Young players don't actually close games out. I mean, that's really one of the problems. They can stay in games. When it comes to closing games out, it could be a real issue. But that's where you have LeBron actually come in and close those games. But so Barrick is actually right. He needs to actually get those young guys out there and playing hard, playing scrappy, being physical, muck the game up somehow, and then LeBron can actually come in and actually close.
Wait, how do you feel about Rob Pelinka right now? How you feel about Rob Pelinka?
We're gonna do a separate video on that, Barrick. I mean, they gotta fire him, man. I'm sorry. He hasn't been good. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been good. He just hasn't. Look at all the moves that other teams has made. I mean, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Utah Jazz are supposed to be tanking. And they actually win.
My thoughts on Rob Pelinka is this. I think that he is indirectly sabotaging LeBron's career for the love of Kobe Bryant, because there's nowhere in the world you can't clearly see that LeBron needs to have shooters around him. This is a book that
he definitely needs shooters, no doubt about that.
And for some reason, I could see Jeannie Buss maybe stopping superstars or stars or playing that position, but telling Rob Pelinka not to sign shooters and certain role players to help the cause, I don't believe Jeannie Buss is being involved with that. So I don't understand why Rob is not making the adjustments needed for LeBron James these last couple seasons. It's been the same thing, but he will not pull a trigger on certain things. So I just feel like, man, he's just.
They said, before he got to being an agent, he was a color analyst. He actually knows, he knows basketball. But
I think his love for Kobe, bro. I just don't think, like, I think them niggas got a cap on how much light and shine LeBron is going to get while he in LA. I don't think nothing LeBron could do anyway would make him, the face of LA.
I mean, Seven asked me that question. Barrick, what do you think about that, man? Is he?
What in regards to
Rob Pelinka's a young guy. It's not like he's old guy. He still has his future ahead of him, man. So he wants to look somewhat like a competent general manager.
Seven made a great point about the fact that, let's be honest, Kobe made Rob look pretty good, didn't he?
Jeannie too.
And now he really has to do a little bit more work now to make sure this team. Listen, the NBA this is just my opinion once again, but I've heard this from some of the executives here and there throughout the years. Lakers are one of those franchises you need them winning. You need them winning.